Hey y'all, it's JessicaRayPlays and welcome back to the channel for your second video of the speed build of our Let's Rebuild Willow Creek Sunnyside save file. So this one was a lot different compared to my last one. This one is the Streamlet single. It is the Forever Alone house. So I'm really excited for you guys to see this because it's not my gorgeous, beautiful, typical build that I usually do. I got to get a little bit grungy and downright just dirty with this build, and I freaking love it. It's so small. As you can see, it is only 3 tiles wide, and oh my gosh, it does have a fireplace though, so that had to come in. And that is actually from the country kitchen kit thing, from the fireplace. I freaking love the color of it. I was just like, I wanted to keep it so bad. So you do see me taking a bunch of stuff out of my inventory because I did use a bunch of stuff that I already knew I was going to use. But as you can see, I am currently working on the roof. Now this roof was definitely a lot more complicated than what I imagined it was going to be because I spent a long time just playing around with it, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Because before I film, I actually go in and I try to see like my mindset and kind of like fiddle fart around with a bunch of stuff before I actually start filming. That way when I come in, I know what I'm doing and I'm not sitting here like second guessing myself the entire time. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's like 9 pieces of roof to this roof. It is a very complex one, but it's very simple. And I actually seen this roof terrace on another style of different build, and I fell in love with it. I know it probably doesn't look right for this one, but I freaking love it. And I think once you get to see the character later on today and their sim or whatever that lives here, you'll be like, oh my gosh, okay, yeah, that fits them to the T. And I do show it a little bit more off later on, and I'm really excited for you guys to see that. So this is the shrubbery bushes, and oh my gosh, it took me quite a bit of time, so I did skip you guys through that. And then here I just continued that driveway. I actually do, for once, I put in a freaking vehicle, and oh my gosh, I think this is the most fun I ever had on a build, just because it was definitely outside of my realm of making it pretty. This one's definitely a lot more but I don't want to give it too much away about the sim that lives in this house. But obviously this is like it's like a coon dog, like trapping country bumpkin style truck. I definitely wanted it to be looking kind of like that. Maybe he's the local trapper, maybe, I don't know, just kind of all kinds of fun stuff. But as you can see, I am starting to dirty up the place, and it does get a lot dirty. Now, I do imagine that this was a very pristine house, like once upon a time. This is the oldest house in Willow Creek, and it has definitely been passed down from family to family. Now, I know when we get into it, we're gonna have like 1 bedroom, 1 bath house, but listen, guys, don't even ask me how there was a kid involved. I'm saying maybe they lived on the sofa is what I'm saying. Now, there was a lot of packs that I used. As you can see, I even used a little bit of food that I threw up on that little second terrace thing, and I loved it so freaking much. There is a little dog cemetery as well, because obviously he's a hunter. So I figured like maybe he's went through a couple of doggies. There is a bunch of family photos in this house as well. So I definitely want you guys to be able to express what you guys see for the sim. Either that is his family, or maybe that one right there, maybe it's his potential girlfriend, or maybe a daughter. However you want to express it, I'm definitely going to be interested to see how you guys do it. I think this build is going to be especially fun for those who have the Dream Home Decorator, because if you do download the save file whenever I get done with it, you can potentially come in here and totally fix it up and make it look really pretty. Now, there is a bunch of graffiti on this build as well. I definitely feel like a bunch of teenagers are like, oh, let's go prank whoever that lives here, and let's graffiti his house because he doesn't care and he'll never notice that we put graffiti on his house. I just feel like they know that he's the local hothead, and they just like want to get him riled up. And he's definitely that neighbor that nobody likes because his house is always messy and like they're always complaining and everything else. So it's just he is a lot of fun, and you guys will get to see him. And oh my gosh, and the fence, oh my gosh, let me tell you about the fence really quickly too, because as you can tell, it is a little bit blown over. I definitely feel like he like just like ran into it one day, like when he was just like having a fit and everything else. So I definitely wanted it to come through. But I did have so much fun creating this storyline within the house, and I really do love how it came about. And as for the house alone, like you can see, there's exposed pipes and there's graffiti and just everything else, and I just love it. And I feel like every old person has to have a rooster in their house. So I definitely wanted to put that in there as well. Maybe it's not even his, maybe it was his mom's or something, but I just had so much freaking fun making this. It's just so trashy and I love it. But I can just imagine you guys coming in here and definitely expanding it, making it a lot more nicer, having fun cleaning it up. Just, I don't know, I thought it was really fun to have like the storyline within a story. So you can see there's a bunch of puddles and a bunch of nasties everywhere, newspapers and everything. It's just a lot of fun. Obviously this person does have dogs in their house, so I figured the carpet was, you know, a little bit muddied up a little bit, maybe a little bit of pee spots here and there, or spills or whatever have you. And I freaking love this a bunch, you guys. But if you are new to my channel, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, because it does just help our little village to grow. Make sure you give this video a big sweet thumbs up. And make sure you comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about the house. Maybe there's something that I can improve upon, or kind of like whatever you see. And as for the lighting, I usually use those like little saucer lights, but I used those little lights this time because they just look more mature, more like in an older style house. The house is very simple. It only has like 2 wallpapers in the entire house. Actually 3. Let me take that back, because I did use the city living wallpaper in his room, the one that has like the musky bottom to it. Definitely cute. And look guys, I put curtains in. You should be proud. I do have curtains. I have a trash can, and I have my mailbox, and I have toilet paper. So I'm good to go. But here is the house, a little bit more sophisticated, a lot more muddied up than what I imagined. And as you can tell, it is really cute. There is fireflies over there, and you guys will get to see those as well. And there's butterflies next to the doggies, like a little cemetery. As you can tell, the place did get a lot more dirty, but this little thing is so freaking cute. And obviously got more holes and patches and scuffs and everything. There is 2 doggy beds and 2 dog bowls in here as well. Look at him, he's already got his plates in here and everything. It looks so freaking good. I can't wait for you guys to see this terrace here in a minute. And obviously the bed is facing the photo. So again, you guys can make it like your own story as well. And I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. But I'm really excited. I mean, obviously, look at him. He's making a mess. He's throwing stuff over. He goes and he plays it and he jumps in it. But I really wanted to show you this terrace really quickly so you guys can get to see it in action. And oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. But I do love you guys so stinking much. And I'll see you real soon in my next video. All right, guys. Love you. Bye. Mwah.